Okay, let's get something straight about Bwgtow. Black women going their own way. Yes, it is a fucking piggybacking of men going their own way. I have my own men going his own way channel, Louis Cypher. It's funny thing about that channel though. My intentions for my MGTOW channel is to just have the conversation. Like, people were going to go their own way regardless. So I guess what is going on is that, you know what? The economy's bad. People can't get married because they don't have enough money. And we're talking about it. The way we're talking about it is MGTOW, Bwgtow, or what have you. The subtext of this is the harsh treatment that black women receives at the hands of black men. And I've been trying to clean up some of this dialogue for a long time. Even back in like 2008, you could see my video linked in the underbar. Black women, date whoever you want. Black men, we need to do something for ourselves. I've been trying to, have this rational adult conversation, but it seems that we're not addressing the heart of the pain and anguish that we're inflicting on each other. And make no mistake about it, the people in MGTOW and Bwgtow, respectively, they're all kind of socially retarded. They all got these little picadillos and hangups, some anxiety issues, some social hangups that, they probably don't get along with people regardless. So whatever they decided to do in their normal lives, which is basically be isolated, celibate, single, alone, angry, thirsty, mad, they decided to call it a movement, but it's not a movement. It's just your life. You're just doing what comes natural. All right. I'm going to link some of these Bwgtow channels in the underbar, but it's basically the same thing. Black people, we don't treat each other kindly. Like, I'm guessing some of these women are not commercially attractive. And basically they're like, fuck this shit. If I'm going to be single, I'm taking everybody out with me. And with that one chick, I don't even want to give her name out. She's like, oh, it's my Bwgtow movement, the Bwgtow movement that I started. Well, I guess that's her legacy to the world. It's like, she's going to be the one that destroys intermarrying between black women and black men. No, you're not. Stop it. However, let's understand how we got to this point. Black men and black women were slaves. We were hostages. We never decided what we actually liked about each other other than the fact that we were trapped in the same cabin and ordered by God to procreate. It would be nice if we actually set aside time to say, I love this about the black woman, or I love this about the black man, but quite frankly, we do not know each other. So I am going to read both sides. Black women, how you doing? Black women. The reason you have problem with black men is because that we understand you a little bit more than you understand yourself. See, the black woman is naturally antagonistic towards her enemies. I use an analogy that if you come up to a man with your shirt tied in a knot and saying, how you doing, big boy, that dude's gonna fuck you up because he's homophobic. Well, black women, you are poverty phobic, you are punk phobic, you are poverty phobic, punk phobic. You're afraid that you're gonna run into a man who doesn't have any loyalty. You're betrayal phobic. So what does a man do? How do a man kick game? Well, he over demonstrates his social capital. He over demonstrates what he has. He over demonstrates his assets, his skills, and his proficiency. And he brags and brags and brags about his cars and his Lexus and the Jeeps and you see what I'm getting at? Black women, black men lie to you about their natural social capital so we could get with you on an intimate level. The problem with that is that when we are done lying to you, we cannot live with you under those lies. There's no intimacy. There's no intimacy between black men and black women. We need to fix that shit. We need to maybe walk away from consumerism. Because black men are, well, we're just going to take the only thing that we could have at the moment, which is fornication. Sisters, stop having black men lie to you. Live in the real world. Let go of this fantasies, this champagne dreams of Escalade dreams and Prada fantasies and all that shit. We don't like fashion. We just like sex and touching. But that's the problem with black women. You make us lie to you because your dreams are fucking into the stratosphere and we're really just simple dudes. That's my problem with black women. Black men. How you doing, black men? Niggas. Y'all natural fornicators. Okay? Black men, we're simple, kind of stupid animals, and at the same time, we don't have the tools to process our insecurities, so our insecurities manifest themselves in a way called projection, in hostility, in rage, in basically, we don't address the fact that we are vulnerable people in vulnerable times, so we overstunt and we pretend like we're better than we are. We're not our real selves. We're not dirt. We're afraid of being dirt, broken, fucked up. So we lie about being dirt, broken, fucked up. And that's not your true self. Live with who you are as a real man and then build up from there with a woman who loves you. That's supposed to be the plan, right? Look, good. Here's a little word of advice. Love is the ultimate expression of a life well lived. The people who are not living their life right probably don't deserve to be loved. Start from a 0 point. You cannot fake who you are in life. Black women, black men, let's let go of all this fuckery about amassing wealth and like capitalism is not going to last forever. This economy is about to tank. Like, I'm getting beyond myself. Look, sisters, brothers, we need a new dialectic. We need to talk about what we are not getting from each other. I tried to make other videos in the past about this situation. We need to let go of this beautiful, ugly dichotomy. Nobody is ugly. No one is, well, I ain't gonna say no one's beautiful. No one is ugly. Ugly means that you can't do anything right. Beautiful means that you can't do nothing wrong. It's either you're commercially attractive or you're not. Black men, stop fetishizing about commercial attractiveness. Black men, please understand that one day the woman that you love so much might gain 5 pounds because she had your baby. One day she might have uterine cancer and she needs you to support her. One day she might not be the perfect, beautiful, ethereal creature that you fell in love when she was 23. Stop ascribing magical powers to commercially attractive women. Niggas, y'all the same dudes that say, oh, I hate the black woman, I hate the black women. And then if you check on the internet, black women who are on these internet chat roulette or sexual texting and shit, they make like $2 million. Or strippers, because you're fixing magical powers to commercial attractiveness. Commercial attractiveness is just how it sounds. It's temporary. It's a peak of female ripeness, representing youth and beauty that is good for marketable purposes. Someone is getting money to look a certain way. Black men, stop chasing after the commercial beauty. Learn how to see the inside beauty. Now, and black women, live in the real world. Bills have to get paid. Your man's not going to be the Billy badass motherfucker. Keep him out of trouble. Learn to be boring. I'm rambling. Here's the problem. We do not have a way of talking to each other that is not disrespectful. Either black women are holding us up against the wall because we haven't established the patriarchy, and we're bashing black women for relying on the white power structure to either support themselves or to excel. Let's take this opportunity to be honest about feminism. Feminism, well, first let's say masculinity and femininity. Masculinity is a false projection of strength. I've said it before. Masculinity isn't real. It's fragile. It's like holding sand in your hands. It is not real. Femininity is a false projection of frailty. It's not real. The problem with feminism is that it has made women legitimately politically stronger than men. A perfect example of this is that either you're excelling in business or you could use the proxy violence of white power to put your nigga in check. And all of that is at their disposal. Feminism have made women too strong, and when you're too strong, you sacrifice your femininity. Sorry, that's just the bottom line. Furthermore, feminism has raised the price of female companionship beyond what some men are willing to tolerate or even afford. Like, even if I wanted a welfare queen, I would have to outspend her man. Who is her man? The fucking government. The government is giving her $3,000 a year for college, $500 a month for food, $1,200 a month for shelter, healthcare, and all that shit. Marriage starts when you could outspend the fucking government to get a black woman. Now, with that said, black men have not articulated their disagreements with the white power structure and how black women fit it. We haven't articulated it properly. Instead we have bounced on this, oh, she fat and black. Oh, she dealing with Ray Ray and Pookies. Oh, she have this, that, and she have the third. Women are building nests with the government and they're leaving men behind. Men do not contextualize that properly and they bash women for stupid reasons, saying like, oh, the black woman this or the black woman that, you know. That's when the 2008, god dang, the Wall of Silence, Soul and Black, Sergeant Willie Pete, all that shit happened. Bwgtow wasn't even there around yet. I propose a new paradigm. Black women and black men need to understand the importance of intimacy, of living in the real world, not lying to yourself. If you only have a high school diploma, if you're dealing with if you're dealing with a prior criminal arrest, live in your truth. Know who you are and don't lie to someone, because you know what? You could avoid reality by lying to people, but you can't avoid the consequences of trying to avoid reality. Live your truth. Try to find someone who's attracted to the true you, and then here's the thing, don't betray that trust. Black men, don't betray the trust of a woman that loves you. You know, god dang it. I know it's hard sometimes, because once you're a quote unquote good man, women will line up just to get a piece of you. You will get more sex when you're a man in a committed relationship than you are when you're a bachelor. And it's weird as fuck, but that's how women work. You know, they will share a man on the down low. And that fucks up our marriages. Shit. Okay, this is my last bit of advice. I'm watching Game of Thrones on YouTube, reaction channels and stuff, and you can see a lot of salt and pepper couples watching Game of Thrones together. It's like either black men and white women or white men and white men. It's like I see a lot of people just chilling and Netflixing, chilling together. And I understand why. It's like, it's something that I wanted to tell y'all a while ago. Nerd culture is the new patriarchy. Why? Nerd culture, pop culture, superhero movies. There's a lot of social science in superhero movies and Game of Thrones and anything that's on YouTube and shit like that, or Power, or god dang, whatever, or Empire and shit like that. Black men and black women, find yourself a nerdy chick. Find yourself a nerdy dude. Talk about life together. The good thing about nerd culture is that it gives you a safe space, an avatar to talk about male insecurity, male infidelity, female hypergamy, female sexual desires, how women love powerful men and stuff. It gives you a nice, safe, distant space without cursing women out. You could say, hey, Cersei Lannister, she's a powerful bitch. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about powerful bitches? Blah, blah, blah. Talk about your feelings. Learn about each other. Watching TV together kind of solves that. You know what I'm saying? That's my little crazy shit. That's why I be trying to tell Sergeant Willie Pete and all these other dudes that the patriarchy ain't coming back, because we will never out-earn the government, and it's harder and harder to out-earn the women in our lives. So learn how to deal with it, you know? Instead of that classic male angst of fighting and running, Won't we learn how to improvise, adapt, and overcome, and know that a long committed relationship is in our best interest as men? That's for the guys. Extended ass rant as it is. For the women, I think you need to reevaluate your priorities. I see a big economic collapse coming into the United States either in the next 3 to 5 years. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. The Affordable Health Care Act is going to force a lot of people out of work. Automation, robotics, and is going to really fuck us over. And I'm guessing that women are going to rely more on government services. Um, uh, my thing, my thing is, even though I understand the importance of marriage, it's I'm saying it's a commodity that could only work with about 100,000 a year. Men, I'm with you, but I think instead of cursing out women, instead of shitting on women, we could be better served by preparing ourselves from a post-interdependent society and ask for affordable housing for men, for single men who have maybe 20 to 35,000 a year jobs, and have affordable housing for them, so we won't have to lie to black women about, oh baby, let me crash with you, let me sleep on your couch, and we feel like low live men. We feel like male low lives because we're living under a female's house and she's cursing at us and shit. We need our own place. We need our own property. We need our own. We need affordable housing more than we need black women, to tell you the truth. But in the process, learn the importance of love. You know what I'm saying? Bwgtow, black women going your own way. Sisters, I'm sorry I had to go through all this shit. It's really useless. I support I support all separatist movements, whether white separatists, black separatists, male separatists, female separatists, because quite frankly, ladies, separatism doesn't work. It's just a timeout. It's just a time to be introspective. It's just a time to lick your wounds and reevaluate what you have to do before you move on. The conversation, the Bwgtow is just the conversation you're having while you're licking your wounds. So have at it, all right? I ain't even mad at you. I'm saying, check my videos from 2008. I predicted most of this shit, all right? So this is your boy Black Privilege. It's a long rant, but I just had to get it off my chest. Bwgtow movement. Come on, girls. Y'all could do better than that.